Day 9 of the Derek Chauvin trial wrapped just last hour. Our sister station in Minneapolis has been covering every minute in detail. Danny Spiewak shares the importance of today's expert testimony.
The state called 3 medical experts today in the 9th day of testimony for the Derek Chauvin trial, including Dr. Martin Tobin, who specializes in breathing issues. And he testified really what is the central argument for the state today, saying that in his medical opinion, it was Derek Chauvin's restraint and positioning of George Floyd last May 25th that caused him to lose all of his oxygen, leading to his heart stopping and his death. And he identified 4 main factors that led to that, saying that Floyd was face down, that he was handcuffed, that he was squeezed on hard pavement on the street, and that he had a knee on his neck and in the back, on his back and the side. Tobin used the following analogy to describe how Floyd struggled to breathe.
Would this be in any way akin to breathing through a small opening like a straw?
Yes, it would. So, I mean, when you have to breathe through a narrow passageway, it's like breathing through a drinking straw. But it's much worse than that, because breathing through a drinking straw, I mean, is somewhat unpleasant, but not that unpleasant.
Tobin rejected arguments from defense attorney Eric Nelson that heart disease, COVID, or drugs were the real cause of death, although Nelson continued to push hard on that fentanyl angle, mentioning testimony that happened yesterday on Wednesday about pills or partial pills that were found in the police squad car that Floyd had struggled with officers near.
Is it fair to say that you would expect a peak fentanyl respiratory depression within about 5 minutes?
Right. I mean, obviously it would depend on how much of it was ingested. I mean, just finding the pills won't tell you anything about whether any of it was ingested or some of it or anything. But if there was any amount of it ingested, yes, the peak would be 5 minutes.
But 2 medical experts from the state testified that they saw no evidence of a fentanyl overdose or a drug overdose of any kind, saying that they believe it was Floyd losing oxygen due to that restraint that led to his death. In Minneapolis, I'm Danny Spiewak.